rush is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Sean Bunting on
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Jones pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
Devontae Freeman.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Devontae Freeman.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On what's been a strong drive here, 2nd and 11.
31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, Jones. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. So here the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run with Hines. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early, and of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Hines, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
2-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Yard line.
Back back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
4 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. Have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
4 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
To number 87,
Sterling Shepard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back in their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down for the Jets, Brett Maher on the left hash. Officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17. Giants 7.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. Jones operating from the gun.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Jones pass.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
1st and 10.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes this just a few yards shy in the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Hines. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Graham Gano set
the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Xavier McKinney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just. And I think the ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
He's out of bounds at the
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They run again with Hines. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hines. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
On the tackle. A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right at
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. A 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. They'll try the left side. Hines, he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. 10 options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the
flush to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
First and goal.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Giants first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones now on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netting him 3. 2nd and 7. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 20.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. B.J. Hill. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 23-yard line. That was good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Hines. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the comp.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nyheim Hines becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A
gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Now Jones throwing on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Push him back. 45 the line.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And some room to roam now. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.